In Black America, Eminem's album meant nothing. And that's my point. That's my point. That it's two different worlds we live in. In that world, Eminem's the shit. In our world, he's nothing.
So now you could be, anybody could be as mad as they could feel how they want to feel. If you don't think that race plays a part in the equation of how great he is. I heard one of the dudes that's down with him, Royce the 6'9", or Roy, one of them, I heard he's just as good as Eminem. Why ain't he as big as Eminem? Because he black. It ain't none of that shit hard to figure out. Eminem gets a top spot because he's white.
And one of the issues I have with the fact that we let non-Africans participate in our culture so much, they can do so as a hobby, because whenever they want to take off their suit, they can put their white privilege suit right back on and pick up the privileges they had before they made the rap album. Eminem has all the privileges of a white male and the privileges of being in the hip hop community. So we got to be careful about letting non-Africans come into our community, benefit or participate in our culture when they get to leave at the end of the night. Jane Elliott can leave at the end of the night. You black forever. You can never take your costume off.
You don't think Eminem is one of the best rappers of all time?
According to who?
You, rap fan.
He's white. So now if Eminem was just another like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on that list when a nigga that can rhyme just as good as him is 35? That had records and all that. He's 35. He's white. And the point is this, if I was white, nigga, I'd be greater than Elvis. Niggas be like, MELLE MEL is greater than Elvis. MELLE MEL is the greatest white man that has ever lived. He came up with a culture. He's a part of a culture that changed the whole world. That is a great ass white man right there. But I'm not white.
Let me say something to you, and this is going to my African fundamentalism. No non-African can ever be the best of anything African. It is an insult to the ancestors, it is an insult to the race, and it is an insult to every black person. Do you think I could go to Palestine and be the best anything of Palestinian culture? You never see that. You think I could go to Israel and be the best of anything in Israel, whether it be a cook, an instrumentalist, a dancer? Hell no. And we have to stop naming non-African people, Joe.
But I disagree.
Stay with me though, let me finish this. We gotta stop naming non-African people as being the best of any aspect of our cultural product.
Joe, I think you
because it is an insult.
When your music is that compelling that you don't even have time to think. I fell in love with Eminem from that day and has held him in one of the highest regards as probably one of the most profound wordsmiths and lyrical masters of the microphone.
My mind, he's the greatest rapper that ever lived. And that's arguably whatever you want. We can debate on this all day.
That's for sure.
Okay? Yeah. I'm saying M is the greatest rapper of all times in my mind.
Hip hop is black music, without question. And unfortunately for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists.
We gotta stop inviting.
We can acknowledge that the talent is the.
Yes, I can acknowledge Eminem's title.
We should.
But let me tell you. Go ahead.
For you to put him at the top,
Let me ask you this.
that's white supremacy.
Let me tell you this.
That's white supremacy.
What's white culture?
I don't see Eminem building those schools and hospitals.
We gotta
I don't
stop
see
inviting
DJ
people to the
Khaled
cookout.
building those schools and hospitals. I don't see DJ Vlad building those damn vets and supermarkets.
Yo, I'm asking.
Hell no.
Let me ask you a question.
Ain't no non-African can be the best anything in my race. Just like I can't be in theirs, and that's the way it should be.
Conway the Machine, we sat down and got into his whole story. And as everyone knows, he signed to Eminem, Shady Records. I asked him what he thought about the whole thing. About Eminem, you saying Eminem is a guest in the House of Hip Hop. So his answer was a little bit surprising.
I agree. I'm sure
he puts Nas and Jay-Z up there, but not Eminem. He admits it.
And I agree. I'm from the hood and I'm in the hood.
There you go.
And niggas don't. There's nobody in the hood that's riding around to an Eminem album. That's just facts.
That's what he's saying.
And I'm sure Eminem know that. You know what I'm saying? He okay with that.
Yeah. This is someone signed to Eminem who has Eminem on his new song.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I said that shit has nothing to do with any hatred toward, I'm just stating facts, bro. Like, I don't know anybody that I would consider, you know, like a real street dude or anything like that, or any of the people that I came up around. Nobody was listening to Eminem like that.
If he was a black rapper, he'd be like, he wouldn't even make a list. He wouldn't even make the list, probably. But Busta, who I would say is number one, let's see, this is the difference between who writes what list. Busta, I would say, is the number one rapper on the overall. Nobody's gonna take Busta. Busta could rap just as good as Eminem. Eminem, he has like his style, he got like a nice little tricky, gimmicky style. The way he put his words together, the way he string his words together is you know, is real, and I'm not gonna say unique because other people could do it, but he does it, right? But to say that he would be even sell as many records if he was just another brother, that's not true. It's just not. He's white.
Shoot. Are you mixed race?
No.
Or you a bunny hopper?
Yes.
That's why you have a liberal perspective.
That's not true. That's not,
because you go home to a white woman.
Yes, but that's not true. I felt this way before I met my white girlfriend.
So help me understand how you could be so passionate about the black flaw.
I'm passionate. I'm an objective thinker. I don't. If something makes sense.
So you have no loyalty to the black community.
No, I do have. I probably employ more blacks than you.
Okay, so help me understand that you employ more blacks than me, but you go home to a white woman. Why you don't have a black woman?
Because I fell in love with a white woman, not a black woman.
Why didn't you fall in love with a black woman?
I did. I fell in love with a black woman. We broke up.
Okay, and why didn't you fall in love with another black woman?
I did that too. We broke up.
Okay. And why didn't you get another one and another one and another one until you found the right one?
Because I met a white woman that I fell in love with, and that's the person that
and
I
you're
went
being
to
disingenuous about something. And let me tell you what you're being disingenuous about.
True.
Romance is a function of focus and opportunity. If I want to date an Asian, I'm going to put myself around Asian women so I can find one. If I want to date a Latino, I'm going to put myself around Latino women so I can date one. If you wanted to marry a black woman, you would have put yourself around black women so you can find one. So how did you end up with the Caucasian? No disrespect to her.
No, not at all. What I'm telling you is the places that I go socially are not just monolithic.
So what?